Hey, what's going on, everybody? Derek Lasser, aka Mr. Fire. And as always, here to bring good vibes, love, and positivity. I don't usually do these late night videos, but I just felt the need or the urge to come on here and just, get some things off my chest. Just looking at the way that the world is right now, seeing all that's going on. I just figured I'd just jump on and just share some of my thoughts, and hopefully some of you guys can resonate with it. But the title of the video is "Who's Sick and Tired of Being Sick and Tired?" Um, it's been a crazy year. 2020 has been a hell of a ride, and I just want to come out here and be completely transparent. I just want to really dig deep. I feel like a lot of people don't want to talk about certain topics. A lot of people don't feel comfortable about expressing themselves, what they're going through, what they're dealing with. But the reality is, not talking about it doesn't solve the problem. So who's sick and tired of being sick and tired? Because I know I definitely was. A couple of months ago, I was working with Mario. I've been working with them for about 2 years. And, this whole COVID-19 situation happened. And I got laid off from my job, which is unfortunate, but hey, it happened. And I do at the same time see it as a blessing in disguise because I had every intention of leaving that job sooner or later. But I guess it ended up happening sooner. But the reality is, a lot of people lost their jobs and they've just haven't found a job, haven't transitioned, haven't, adapted to the situation, haven't learned, haven't grown, and they're just stuck in a rut. So I hope, that I can in some way, shape, or form inspire somebody, motivate somebody, educate someone to take actions to, put their lives in a better space. I have this little hourglass right here, if you can see. Um, and it just goes to show that, time is the one thing that we all have, but we all use poorly. It's the one thing that we want the most, but we use the worst. It's so true. It really is. We're all blessed with the gift of life. We're all here. We're all breathing. If you're watching this video, that is. And, a lot of people, when I'm talking a lot of people, I'm talking about the masses. The majority of people just don't know what they're doing with their life, don't know where they're going. A lot of people are confused. A lot of people are scared. A lot of people are worried. And like I said, I see the need to speak out about it because once again, if we don't talk about the issues, then guess what? The problem doesn't get solved. So like I said, I wanted to be completely transparent about me, myself, my life, my story. This year, at least, I got laid off from my job back in March because of the pandemic. And it's so funny because, when you get fired from a job, they just drop you like a hot potato. That's it. But when you want to quit a job, you got to give a 2 weeks notice. So it is what it is. But having gotten laid off from my job, it at the time, COVID, it was March, things were still brand new, wasn't really sure what was going on. A lot of people didn't know about this virus, how serious it is. And, I was getting unemployment benefits and things like that, like many other Americans. And, there was a little bit of comfort, like, damn, I got laid off from my job, but hey, it's kind of like a little mini vacation for the time being. And I want to say March, April, May, not working. I mean, I'm doing some business online, but I wasn't fully focused. And I turned 27 in May, and my father turned 80 in May. Couldn't fly back home in St. Lucia to be there with him. What else? The George Floyd protest started in May, actually a day after my dad's birthday. COVID-19, the pandemic. And it just really started to bog on my brain, and to the point where, like, I'm being completely transparent. I got into, like, I want to say a depression, more or less. It's something I didn't want to admit, but it's true. Didn't want to admit it. Was feeling down, was feeling depressed, was feeling completely just unmotivated, just feeling like, what's the point of living? Like, no purpose, no motivation, suicidal thoughts flowing through my mind. I'm like, this is not the type of person that I am. But I started letting all the problems of the world start to affect my mindset. And so I can relate because so many other people feel that way right now. But then I also realized at the same time, like, me playing small doesn't serve the world. And that's what I want you to know. For anybody who jumped on this video because you saw the title, because you're sick and tired of being sick and tired, you playing small doesn't serve the world. Like, all we have is time, and it's up to us to use it wisely. So, focusing that time and that energy on what's not working for you, focusing your time on all the things that are going wrong in your life isn't going to bring you any good. You feel me? Like, I hope you're getting the point of what I'm trying to say. Like, a lot of people fail to realize that your mind is the most powerful tool that you have. And it can either be your biggest asset or it can be like your biggest enemy. So the point I'm trying to say is, as much as you may be struggling or you may, be facing hard times, like, if you're constantly focusing all your time and your energy using your mind power, if you're focusing the time and your energy on the problems and rather the solutions, well, guess what? More problems are going to manifest. And that's at the same predicament I found myself in. Like I said, feeling unmotivated, feeling, dissatisfied, feeling depressed, almost to the point borderline suicidal, didn't want to jump on social media, didn't want to do nothing. And then I found myself realizing, like, look, me playing small doesn't help me and it doesn't serve the world. And that's the reason why I wanted to jump on right now to do this live. Like, it's midnight, it's Monday morning for a lot of people, whether it's Monday morning 1 a.m. like right now, or Monday morning you're heading to work, or whenever you're watching this video. But, Mondays, for example, funny enough, well, not funny enough, but interestingly enough, Mondays are like the most stressful days for so many people, because Mondays are the days when it's like you had your Saturday, Sunday, you had your weekend off, and now it's Monday, and now you're back to that life that you dislike, to that job that you hate, to be in traffic that you hate, driving in the car that you probably hate. And that's why most people have heart attacks and strokes on a Monday, because it's just all that stress. And it's sad that so many people are living lives of unfulfillment. It's so sad that so many people are living lives of doubt and fear and worry. And it's like so many people are in a state of mind where it's like the world is going to end and this and that. And it's like, let's face the facts, if everything that's going on in the world, whoa, I don't want to break that. If everything that's going on in the world right now happened 50 years ago, imagine how we'd be getting along. We wouldn't be having this conversation because I wouldn't be having this smartphone. We wouldn't have this technology. We wouldn't have the ability to communicate. So as much as things are bad right now, we are living in the best time in history. And that's the whole point of this message, because a lot of people are sick and tired of being sick and tired, but a lot of people aren't changing their mindsets. And that's where it starts, with the mindset. Here's an interesting fact you may not realize. According to Forbes, there's 1,700 new millionaires every single day. 1,700 new millionaires every single day. So what does that say? Guess what? If they're doing it, you can do it too. If it's happening, if there's 1,700 new millionaires every single day, then that means that they know something that either you don't know or you're just not doing. But the information and knowledge is out there, because how can you tell me there's 1,700 new millionaires every single day if there's millions upon millions upon millions of people struggling, starving, on the streets, homeless, and it's sad. And then when I look at the fact that we have the power of social media, right? The power is in our hands. We no longer have to rely on the news for all our information. We have social media. Now, of course, that comes with pros and cons, but I'm a firm believer that we as citizens have a civil duty, that we have access to social media. It's up to us to use that wisely, use our time on social media wisely, because so many people are just spewing out all this information, all this hate, all this negative energy. And guess what? You're going to get what you give. That's all I'm going to say. You're going to get what you give. So my point being is, attract great energy by being a great energy. And that's why, like I said a couple of months back, I was feeling depressed. I was feeling uninspired, unmotivated, like no purpose in life. Like, what am I trying to do? What am I trying to accomplish? And then at the end of the day, I had to check myself and realize, like, at the end of the day, I have to be the change that I want to see in the world. Because guess what? Whatever problems that you're facing, just like whatever problems I'm facing or anybody else in this world, the only person that's going to come and shake the dust off and help you fix those problems is you. No one's going to do it for you. Of course, you can have help, you can have support, and people can lead you along the way. But it's really and truly going to take you having the courage inside to say, you know what? I'm sick and tired of where my life is right now. I'm not enjoying the life that I'm living. I'm not enjoying living the life that I'm living right now. And I'm going to commit to making a change. So I'll put it this way. A lot of people are caught up in the politics. They're caught up in all the news, caught up in the media. Like, man, if you're watching the news every single day, like let's say the evening news for 30 minutes, you watch that every single day religiously, ask yourself at the end of that 30-minute window, do you feel better about yourself? Do you feel better about life? Probably not. And that's why I don't watch much of the news, because I can still get information. I can still stay informed through the internet, through Google, through different news outlets, get a little bit of information, but I don't have to be constantly consumed by the media, because guess what? It creates more fear, more anxiety, and more worry. So, like, I'll put it this way. Don't worry about what's going on in the White House. Worry about what's going on in your house. That's what's important now more than ever. I'm telling you, right now, crime is up, poverty is up, domestic abuse is up, mental health and suicides, and there's so many social things that are going on right now. It's sad. It really is sad. So it's like, I see the fact that I have a platform which gives me access to billions of people around the world, which is social media. So I see it that if I have a platform where I can, connect with people through social media, then I should use that platform wisely to motivate, to encourage, and inspire the people. Because once again, be the change you want to see in the world. And let's face the facts, this whole lockdown, this whole pandemic, everyone's freaking out. The reality is, if every single person knew how to make money using their laptop or their cell phone, nobody would be complaining about jobs. Nobody would be complaining about not being able to go to work. If everyone knew how to make money on their laptop or their cell phone. And guess what? There's people doing it every single day. So here's the thing. Here's what you have to realize, and here's the point of this whole story. You have a smartphone right now because you're watching this, or a laptop, one way or another. When you first got a smartphone for the very first time, didn't you have to learn how to use it? Didn't you have to fiddle with it and figure it out? And okay, how does the internet work? How do I make a post? How do I go on YouTube? How do I whatever? You had to learn. Well, guess what? It's the exact same thing when it comes to creating income for yourself at home using, social media, using your laptop, using the internet, whatever the case may be. The tools and the resources are there, but you have to be willing to learn. You have to be willing to use your time wisely to learn, to adapt, to change, because guess what? The world is changing. And if you don't change with the changes going on in the world, you're going to get left behind. Because when this is all said and done, there's going to be a bunch of winners and there's going to be a bunch of losers. And you have to ask yourself, what side of the equation do you want to fall under? I'm going to give you a quick fact. Check this out, right? Amazon generates over $10,000 in revenue every second. You see this? Every second, Amazon is generating over $10,000 in revenue every second. So what does that mean? Amazon is generating over $500,000 in revenue every minute. And you can do the math to see how much they're making every hour or every day. But the point I'm trying to make is people are spending money online. Whether you're aware of it or not, money is flowing back and forth. So you have to ask yourself, people are spending money online now more than ever at any other point in history. How can I position myself to accumulate some of that wealth? Once again, you have to be willing to learn. Because here's the thing, like I said, the only thing in life that is stopping us from where we want to be in life is the things that we just don't know yet. And that's all it requires. You willing to learn to be able to elevate yourself, to put yourself in a better position. Because unfortunately, a lot of people, they go to school, they go to college, they get a BBA, bachelor's in business arts. and then they graduate with a BBB, busy being broke. A lot of people today graduated from school, left college, probably working a job that isn't even in the same degree area qualification of what they studied for. And a lot of people are still struggling. And I'm just giving you the real facts, real talk. I hope you guys can get the point I'm trying to make here. You know, the whole point of this thing, the whole point of this conversation isn't to make anyone feel bad, but it's just to awaken people's mindsets to the fact that, you know, we live we're living in the best time in history right now. Regardless of all the madness that's going on, we're living in the best time in history right now. And it's up to us as individuals to make the choice for ourselves to adapt with the changing times for the better. Because if not, history has a way of repeating itself. So I hope somebody got some sort of value from this message. I hope somebody, who spent the time to watch this video understands how this time is really crucial in history, knowing that as crazy as things are, the future is so bright, I'm telling you. But you just have to be willing to change your mindset, your perspective, and you have to be open-minded and willing to learn. Because I'm telling you, if you're sick and tired of being sick and tired, well, guess what? It's time to cut that out. So with that being said, I wish you all a blessed day. I wish nothing but love, peace, and prosperity to each and every one of you and your families. And I hope to talk to you guys again soon. Stay safe and stay blessed. Take care.